Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Boston Scott, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here, 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. 20! 31 yards there and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Here's Hyde. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, that's a guy, Carlos Hyde, who split time last year in Cleveland and Jacksonville after 4 seasons in San Fran. He was just under 1,000 yards his last 2 seasons with the Niners, but never really got into a groove last season. And then the Chiefs signed him to a 1-year deal back on March 9th. On 1st down, Scott. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Watch the run, watch the run. Back 2. Hey, no, easy, easy. Back 2. Get that quarterback.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to lay one up. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check, 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 check. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 25 to Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, yellow. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
On second down, it's Scott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
At the 6-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
A first down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
Yellow. Give me some. Over the team.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl IV, 8, 9, and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
On third down, Cousins. That's caught. It's Malone. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, "Listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game." Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Come on! Delta! Fire's the mic! You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 5. Attack! Let's go. Mike 5. I'm going to run you over. Charlie.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Yellow. Hey, Charlie. 52. We own it.
Cousins on first down. Left side caught by Diggs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch the boot. Pass it. Good routes here. Hey, orbit.
Cousins to throw it. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Ken. Go ahead.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, 382, lane 50. Two-check bombers. Listen to me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The open man is Smith. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of...
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Scott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Scott. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Yellow. 55. Sunday. 55. Mark, 55. Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Runs through the... Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Slam, 15.
They'll run with Scott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. He'll let this go. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Mahomes to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Abdullah. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
On the ground, this is Williams. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Pick me up. Here we go. Double tight. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
On the toss, here's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try.
Stay with your man. Kill.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Travis Kelce. Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
I'm coming. Kill. Rocky 50.
On 1st down, Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I